Welcome to Fan for Racing Radio. We are here for our NASCAR Xfinity Series review from Phoenix. So joining me for tonight's show is Sal Segala. Welcome to the show, Sal.
I'm here. Hello. Hi.
And I am Fan for Racing Sharon. So we'll go ahead and get started with this review. That race was on Saturday. Sal, what are your overall thoughts about that race on Saturday?
I kind of liked it until the end. I know there was a lot of fans that liked what the way it ended. You know, they said it was an exciting, finish to the race. Justin Allgaier was the dominant driver, but then Eric Almirola, decided, that he was going to have it his way. So I didn't really like the move, but that's only my opinion. But other than that, it was good racing for the fans. I know the fans that were there. I had a friend that was there. He said he liked it. He said it was good racing, throughout, the whole weekend. So,
yeah,
so that's all that matters. You know what? It's you have to go with what the fans. Everybody has their favorites. Everybody has their villains. They have their, and the bottom line is that, they put on a good show, and that's what NASCAR needs.
Yes. I guess we might talk about that on Hot Topics. I didn't think it was too egregious. Eric Almirola did claim a thrilling overtime Xfinity Series victory at Phoenix Raceway. He made a dramatic last lap pass in overtime to claim that win in Saturday's GOVX 200 at Phoenix Raceway. He made door-to-door contact with Hendrick Motorsports driver Alex Bowman in the final two turns, and the margin of victory, Sal, was just 0.045 thousandths of a second. And that was the second closest finish in track series history. So Eric Almirola did win that GOVX 200 and for his first win of the year, the first at Phoenix and the 8th win of his career. Alex Bowman finished second. He was followed by Brandon Jones. Then it was Ryan Sieg and Justin Allgaier. The rest of the top 10 were Taylor Gray, Sam Mayer, Christian Eckes, Jesse Love, and the rookie, Nick Sanchez. By the way, Christian Eckes is a rookie in that group as well. So we had a couple of rookies in there. Stage one was won by Alex Bowman. Stage two by Justin Allgaier. Allgaier dominated, leading 130 of the 208-lap race. He led for the overtime restart, but lost the position when he got loose to the inside of Almirola. Now, Bowman drove by with the position, but lost it to the 19 coming to the line after contact sent him up toward the wall. There were 14 lead changes among 5 drivers and 6 cautions for 46 yellow flag laps. The average speed of the race was 91.990 miles per hour. And we talked about that margin of victory, second closest in the track's history. So that was pretty exciting finish.
Yes, it was. Like you said, it was a really close finish, and sometimes these races at Phoenix, they're not really all that exciting. I mean, we've seen them where they just go, single file. Of course, till they get to the dog leg and they're trying to pass each other. But most of the time they're single file. But I mean, the racing was, there was a lot of, you have to go to the race to really know what's going on, because the TV can only show so much. So you don't get to see what's going on behind, maybe your favorite driver, is Garrett Smithley, or maybe it's Blaine Perkins, and they were going back and forth, exchanging positions, while maybe up front, you had Justin Allgaier, who was just leading the pack, and there was no action. So you really have to go to these races to really get the feel of what's really going on throughout the whole race, because then you get a chance to see everything.
Yes. What I
and
liked is we had 3 rookies in the top 10. I
yeah,
thought that was awesome.
yeah, I kind of had Jesse Love circled for this race. I would have liked to see him, do a little bit better, but like Sharon said, Taylor Gray, he moved up from Tricon, to race full time in Xfinity this year, so he's one of the rookies. Christian Eckes, who moved up from the Truck Series also. Nick Sanchez, William Sawalich, he'll be rookie, wherever he goes. Same thing with Connor Zilic. But then you
Yes.
go down to Daniel Dye, who was also a truck regular, who made the move up. Dean Thompson, who finished last, is another rookie who made the move up from the Truck Series. So we are seeing drivers move up from the Truck Series into Xfinity, and making that climb, which is good for the series.
It is. I think this is the most exciting Rookie of the Year challenge that we're going to see all year, with 7 rookies in the field this year, and I think it's going to bounce around. So,
yeah, I'm hoping it should. Justin Allgaier, I think him and Austin Hill are probably going to be the cream of the crop.
mm-hmm.
Bar Austin's misfortune. The same thing with Sheldon Creed. It should be part of the cream of the crop also.
Yes,
But
it's going to be exciting.
But when you look at some of these drivers, Christian Eckes, who had a really good truck. His stay in trucks was really good. Taylor Gray, and Nick Sanchez, who's really been a standout, which would and then of course William Sawalich and Connor Zilic and what they do with the ARCA series last year, going back and forth. So it's going to be exciting, and then we'll just see, as the season plays out, how it's gonna, how these drivers are gonna, how they're gonna adapt to these cars. It was good to see Brandon Jones finally get a good, grab that third place finish and get a good finish. Ryan Sieg, who was really good, strong last year, look at fourth place finish. I mean, you know what? It's gonna be Sam Mayer, who won at Sonoma last year.
Mm-hmm.
Finishing 7th. So I mean, it should be an exciting season. So far it's turning out that way. So, but the rookie
Yes.
crop is great.
It really is. We've got 24 drivers who finished on the lead lap here, Sal, and just a few accidents. On lap 61, a couple of drivers were taken out. You mentioned Dean Thompson finishing last. Well, it was because of that lap 41 accident. And also in that accident was Austin Hill. He took ownership of that accident. He said he misjudged that inside wall and hit it and caused the accident. So I give him credit for taking ownership of that. Also, Sheldon Creed on lap 64 was out. And on lap 144, it was Dawson Cram caught up in an accident, and it took him out of the race. But everybody else from lap 34, so 10 drivers, finished the race, although they might have been a lap or more down. 24 drivers finishing on the lead lap there. And the fastest lap bonus went to the number 7, Justin Allgaier. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
He gets an extra point for that.
Yeah, they added, these extra points in, this year, a couple of them. So, I mean, but, we'll see at the end of before they get to the chase, how important all these extra points. Not only that,
well,
but
let's
just
look
the
at the
stage
points.
Also
let's look at the
stage,
points.
what the stage points are going to hand out. So leading our points is Jesse Love is on top. He's got the 1 race win. Then we go to Justin Allgaier, who's sitting in 2nd. Sam Mayer in 3rd. Austin Hill in 4th, who has 1 race win. Sammy Smith, Sheldon Creed 6th. Taylor Gray 7th. He's the highest rookie. Jeb Burton 8th. Christian Eckes 9th, who's another rookie. Rand Seek 10th. Eric Almirola 11th. And William Sawalich rounds out the top 12, and he's another rookie with Harrison Burton. With Harrison Burton right there, just 2 points behind him. And 3 points behind him is another rookie in Connor Zilic. So
and tied with Connor is Josh Williams.
Yeah, and tied with Connor is Josh Williams. So it's going to be, the points are, they're
Every
going to
point
play
counts.
out. Yeah, it does. Like I said, of course the ones Jesse Love, Sam Mayer, Austin Hill, Eric Almirola. Well, not Eric because he's not racing for the championship, but and Connor Zilic. They all have their one race win, so they're already locked into the chase. Austin Hill, just like he did last year, he's starting to rack up those playoff points. He's got 9 playoff points and 4 stage wins right as we speak. So he's heading back into that. He knows how important those playoff points are when you get into the chase.
Yeah, I kind of was hoping Connor Zilic would have a better finish. You were kind of more on the mark with that during our preview, during our discussion of that last week, that Connor Zilic might not do as well on the small ovals. That's a learning curve for him.
Yeah, it is, and then it isn't because Connor comes from the Super 8 model ranks.
Yes.
Connor plus racing the ARCA East last year. The ARCA East hits a lot of the shorter tracks. So he's used to, coming out, and racing on the, especially now, we get into the mile and a half tracks.
Yes.
We should probably see him stand out a little bit more. The safety, hopefully, with Sheldon Creed. Sheldon likes, Austin Hill. We already know Austin. He loves those tracks. He's got a lot of wins on those mile and a half. So he's going to be tough.
He said that Mistake was probably the dumbest movie he's ever made. So, like I said, I was glad he took ownership of it. But, we were talking about the margin of victory being the second closest in NASCAR's history, in the track's history. The closest record is 0.030 thousandths of a second, and that was set in 2011. This particular race was Joe Gibbs Racing's 216th Xfinity Series victory. I know RCR's trying to go after that 100th victory. They're sitting at 99. And so we've been watching that too as a milestone for RCR. So we'll see when that happens, but we're doing a countdown on it.
It'll get there.
Let's talk about what is coming soon here at Fan for Racing Radio. We've got a lot of things that are on our docket this week. In addition to our reviews that we're doing for Phoenix, we've done the ARCA Menards and ARCA West. That's up already. Sal and I are just now doing the Xfinity. We're going to, right after this, we'll do the Cup Series review. And then right after that, we have an interview with Robbie Keneally. He was the highest finishing ARCA West driver in that ARCA Menards ARCA West race at Phoenix. So we'll talk to him about that. And then also tonight, we have our Hot Topic Sound Off live stream. It'll be 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, and 7 p.m. your time, Sal, at the Pacific Coast there. So that's all on the docket here for tonight. Patrick Star-Poli has confirmed we're going to do an interview with him and Jay and myself on Thursday, March the 20th at 7 p.m. We recorded at that time, and then we'll put it out either later that night or first thing on Friday morning. But we'll talk to Patrick about his, he signed on with Venturini Motorsports for 5 races. So we have quite a bit on our coming soon docket, Sal.
Yeah, that's good for Patrick. He had a heck of a race on Friday night, he had his ups and downs, but he
Yes, he
shined at
did
the end.
very
And
well, though.
oh yeah, he did. He came back and really really showed what he's made of.
And then Friday morning, Jay and I are going to record all of the previews. We've got the Truck Series back in action this weekend at Las Vegas, along with the Xfinity Series and the Cup Series. So 3 races for us to preview on Friday. Are you going to be there?
No, I'm not going to be there. I'm going to be up in Kern for the Spears car store.
Oh, nice.
I'll be up in Kern for that.
I'm going to enjoy that. Maybe you can get some interviews there, Sal.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to all my drivers up there and see which ones wanna do a quick small little interview.
Okay, so watch for those too. Sal and I have already talked about the fact that he's going to be at Kern County Raceway this weekend, but in another week or so, you're going to be down in Florida and maybe picking up some other interviews.
Yeah, I'll be down there for the ARCA East race and also for the ASA Super Late Model race. So we'll probably get Bubba Pollard, Stephen Dassey. We'll get a chance to catch up with Derek Thorne again, see what he's up to.
Tell Derek I said hi.
Yeah, then of course Tyler Reif.
Very cool.
And then whoever the race winner is, if we can't get them live like we do with the other ones, I'll definitely get a small little clip of who the winner is.
Yes, that would be awesome. So look for Sal at the racetrack here in the next couple of weeks, Kern County Raceway this weekend, and Five Flag Speedway the weekend of March 22nd. That's the next race for the ARCA East out there at Five Flag Speedway. And the Cars Tour is going to be there too.
No, the ASA.
Oh, ASA. I'm sorry. What was I thinking? Cars Tour is at Kevin Harvick's.
Yeah, that's this weekend. So Kevin Harvick and Keelan are racing this weekend at Kevin Harvick's Kern County Speedway in Bakersfield.
Awesome. I can't wait. Sal, anything more that you want to say?
No, that's really about it.
Okay. Well, we hope everybody will tune in for our Hot Topic Sound Off tonight. It's a live stream, and Sal and I are going to be back real quick with our Cup Series review from Phoenix. So we'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.